Hello everyone. So today we are going to share to you how to perform a blood cell counting procedure. So this blood cell counting procedure is important for us to help in determine the parameter needed is within the normal range. So this blood cell counting will involve three parameters, which is the total red blood cell count, the total white blood cell count, and the platelet count. So before we proceed, we have to make sure that our apparatus is complete and ready. So first, we need this adjustable micropipette. This one is 100 microlit until 1000 microlit. This one is 20 until 100 microlit. And then we need blue pipette tips for big volume. And then we need yellow pipette tips for smaller volume. Telecounter. Neubauer chamber. Cover slip. Petri dish with gauze. Microscope. And then for the solutions, we need disease fluid for red blood cell count, Turk solutions for white blood cell count, and then platelet diluent made up from 1% ammonium oxalate.
So the sample is in an EDTA tube, and I have a pre-labeled clean tube with the WBC label here. We will pipette 0.95 ml of Turk solution. Then we're going to pipette 50 microliters of samples into the WBC diluent prepared. You need to wipe off any excess blood from the tips. Introduce your sample into the WBC diluent and mix. Mix your sample and leave it for a few minutes to stabilize. So now I'm going to share with you how to perform the white blood cell count Neubauer chamber method. Now I'm going to show with you how to pipette your sample into your Neubauer chamber. First, you have to make sure your Neubauer chamber is clean by wiping it off with your Kim wipes tissue paper. Place it on the bench. Prepare your pre-diluted sample. Apply the cover slip on the top of your Neubauer chamber. Use your small pipette, micropipette, the 50 microliters. Draw your sample and transfer slowly to the Neubauer chamber. Let the capillary action do the rest. Then place your Neubauer chamber inside the wet petri dish with wet gauze and leave it for 5 minutes to settle down. Now you are ready to examine your Neubauer chamber under microscope. Take out your Neubauer chamber from the petri dish. Wipe off the back part of the Neubauer chamber with your Kim wipe tissue for any excessive watermarks. Place it on the microscope stage and make sure you must always start with a lower power to prevent you from breaking the microscope. Adjust the microscope stage to get a clearer view. Use the fine focusing knob to get a more clearer view. Now you can use your telecounter to do the counting. I'm going to show you the Neubauer chamber under 4 times of magnification. Wbc count, we are going to do the count in this 4 big box. So this is the first big box, right? And then the second big box, then another 2 big box. Count for total WBC, we have to count all these 4 big. For the RBC and platelet count, we are going to do the counting within this area. We will count here the first box, the second box in the center, 4th box in the another corner. So that means for RBC and platelet, we'll do the count on 5 small boxes inside here. The first corner box, second corner box, the third corner box, the 4th corner box, and the 5th one situated in the center of this box. This is for RBC and platelets. So for WBC count, when your sample is ready, you will see all the WBC cell nucleus have been stained blue here. Alright, so earlier we have prepared our sample and mix it with the WBC diluent. Alright, so the diluent will help to give some colors to the nucleus, so easy for us to do the count. So for the time being, I'm showing you under 4 times magnification just to give you the idea how does it looks like. So all these blue small dots here
WBC. So we're going to count each and every one of these blue dots here in this area, and for the rest of the four, all outer big box, right? So we try to magnify under 10. I'm adjusting some lights so that you can see. Now this is under 10 magnification. Take notes on the blue stem nucleus of the WBC. Right. So you're going to count all this WBC here within this area, this big box. So you're going to use your telecounter to count all the cell within this box plus the another 3 big corner boxes. For the red blood cell, we are going to do the counting on 5 boxes that is inside this big box here, right? The first corner box, second corner, the third corner, fourth corner box, and the center boxes inside this big box. So you may use your telecounter to count each and every one of these cells as your total red blood cell. So you're gonna count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes, the total of RBC, then substitute it into the given formula for red blood cell counts. So we are now at one of the corner boxes. I am currently at magnification of 40 times. I would love to show you how does the RBC looks like under 40 times of magnification. So take note on the central pillar of the red blood cell. The RBC diluent will help us to keep our RBC in its normal form for you to do the counting. And now I'm going to show you how is the platelet count done with a Neubauer chamber. These particles here, the shining particles under microscope, these are all the platelets. So we are currently at the 10 times of magnification. So we're going to count all those particles in the first corner box, the second corner box, the third corner box, the fourth corner box, and the fifth corner box. This is how it looks under 40 times magnification. So I'm going to magnify this box so that you can see the platelets more clearer. So this is the box that we're going to do the counting. Have a look at the platelets inside the box. 1 platelets, 2 platelets, 3 platelets, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. So we're going to count all those platelets inside this particular box for all the 5 boxes using your telecounter.